Hello!
Welcome to the New Paltz Mario Superstar Baseball Club.
I'm your host.
Nick.
You first.
Alright. We got Birdo and Bowser.
No,
Boo
you
first.
have to introduce yourself.
City Hall.
That's crazy. I'm Nick, aka Pinball, aka number 14 on the Smash Ladder. Headed up.
I think anyone watching this video probably knows us.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So this is the second time we're meeting up this season. We have Chris here today. It's Chris versus Sam. Sam was here with us last week.
Hi.
Jack is also here spectating.
I'm in the corner.
It's great.
And, are you guys sides correct? It's left and right?
No, I'm on the right.
Okay, cool.
So Sam picked Birdo as his captain, which is who won the rock paper scissors? Chris.
Yeah.
Chris
Standard.
goes for a very on-meta pick of picking Bowser as his first pick. That's so super fine.
Boo, standard pitcher.
Yeah, I mean,
And then some big hitters. A very standard picks from Chris. Let's look what we got over Sam. We got Yoshi and Birdo and Petey. Great synergy. 2 sucks. And how do you feel about Magic Koopa stealing the 3rd suck? You think it's worth it?
Oh, I mean, honestly, I think Birdo and Yoshi are probably enough. Because, like, at this point, I don't know where I put Magic Koopa, like, in the field. I mean, short is fine, which is what we see probably happening. But I know that, in my opinion, there definitely are better shortstops, and I think it's just kind of factual. But he does a good job, and I think stealing all the suction power from Chris it's going to show. He's not going to ding too many through that gap, because Magic Koopa and Birdo grabbing them all is just going to be kind of ridiculous. But we'll see how their infield lines up after they're done picking, because they're going slowly.
You know, I think I typically see about 5 different characters at shortstop ever, and those are Wario, Donkey Kong, and then obviously Birdo, Yoshi, Magic Koopa.
Right.
And the thing you have to realize about that, Wario can't hit that great. Yoshi and so
DK?
DK, honestly, he can't hit that great either. I think the thing with Magic
He
Koopa
takes
is
finesse.
he might be the worst shortstop out of the 5, but I think as far as consistent singles goes, he's up there. I think he's important for the Moneyball strategy at the very least, which
The Moneyball strategy, which we have not seen successfully put into place yet.
with Donkey Kong, Bowser, King Boo, and Boomerang, bro, it looks like Sam is not going to be hitting too many home runs.
I mean, he does have Petey, but Petey's just tough. Now we see Dixie at a very early pick for Dixie. There's still quite a few great players left on the bench. We have Toadsworth, who's trending up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really into Bowser Jr. I know not a lot of people are, but I like him, and I like his star hit a lot. Sam's team does not need anyone else who uses stars, but I think Chris could reasonably pick up him. Same with Toadsworth.
Yeah.
Wherever Toadsworth goes, I'm into it as long as he is picked. It could be it's not picked at all. He could not fit for these players' play styles at all. So who is that? Sam? Yeah, Sam opts for the Bowser Jr. last pick, and Chris goes for his signature last pick, Blue Toad. Now we saw Toad just put it out last week, right?
Blue Toad, I think his hitting stat is a little bit lesser, yeah?
Yeah, but he's faster. I
Okay.
believe that's his trade-off, which if he's in center field, Chris put him in center. So that's kind of where he wants him to be.
Yeah, it makes sense to make him blue.
Yeah, for sure. I don't really think he needs much more on his hitting stuff.
You know, I'm
you
thinking
know?
about, you said star power before. He has Birdo, and I think with Birdo, I don't like picking Magic Koopa, because Magic Koopa's main strength is his star hit, getting an almost guaranteed single, but
Exactly.
when I think it makes Magic Koopa a little bit less strong when you have such a star, not really star hungry, but a character that can use stars so effectively if you have them in Birdo, and like Magic Koopa pretty much needs a star every time if he's gonna be the high pick that everyone values him at.
Exactly. I mean, he can knock him. I mean, honestly, I think Magic Koopa's going to look really good in this matchup because Chris's infield does not look prepared to get balls that are just in that like zone. He does have DK, which I don't know what position he put him in. I didn't look. You put him at short. Yeah, so that's going to be a little tough, but I think Sam's going to knock a lot through, and Magikuba has a kind of knack for, even if he doesn't get the star hit, his single potential is still pretty good. He still kind of hits it in that gap.
I like to choose. So you that first.
You know, another huge thing about Magikuba here is that stealing the suck was #1, and #2, I think he's stealing a good star hit channel, because now pretty much I think his best star hitter is going to be DK at 2 stars every swing.
Which isn't great, yeah, for sure.
And I maybe like King Boo maybe has an okay star hit.
I think he does. I'm not big into star hitting with like the big guys.
Yeah.
Just unless like I mean every once in a while you'd see like a Bowser star hit, but like not often.
Yeah.
Especially
no,
against this team that Sam has in the field. There's no way that a bullet ball would get through. I would be surprised. Magikuba's stock is definitely weaker than Birdo and Yoshi's. Also, speaking of, what base is Birdo on? Because I don't see her at short. Or you're a beast for putting.
Yeah,
her
why
on
is
third.
Birdo on third?
I'm not. I have a place to put the suckers, right? And
you know what? We'll get to it at the interview after.
Yeah.
We'll see if he changes his mind, but we won't coach him, you know.
Yeah.
But what's it called? Yeah, we see Monty on second for Chris, which is it's bold, but it's it's like in character for Chris.
Yeah.
Chris has always been really into these little Moneyball characters who kind of have a janky thing about them, and we see Monty run it faster than the speed of sound, and like once Sam tries to pull some shit, or if Sam tries to pull some shit with stealing or whatnot, it's not gonna look good for him because Monty is just kind of gonna scoop it up. And he just can run down anybody. There's no such thing as a pickle when Monty is on bag.
And you know, another thing about Monty, I think I failed to realize until now, is that I really like to have synergy with the shortstop and the first baseman, so that you can get out the people that hit it to the shortstop. You know, the fast ones like Yoshi when he hits it to the shortstop. You want to be able to stop him, throw the ball to first before he gets there.
Right.
Monty doesn't really need synergy with the first baseman. He can just kind of walk there, yeah.
Yeah, he just runs it out for sure. I really like. I would put like Monty and Goomba on third, and sometimes like if the ball would just like ground to third, I would grab it with Goomba or Monty and just run it to first. And,
yeah.
Like unless you're like against like an 8 or 9 point runner like Toadette or what's his name Yoshi, you're gonna get him.
Yeah, I think if you don't have any of the guys that suck the ball to stop those balls that head towards the shortstop on the fast character, I think you want Monty. I think once Birdo, Yoshi, and Magikuba are picked on the other guy, I think you pick Monty.
Yeah, I could get behind it. I mean, you know, I think shortstop is honestly the most important position.
Yeah, I think so.
In the infield. It's,
another reason why Birdo is such a dominant captain.
Yeah, exactly. Because, I mean, I never put her at short. I always find DK and Wario at short, and then just Birdo at second. Short is on the left.
Really?
Where Wario is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
My bad. I put I like Monty at first then. Or wait.
Yeah, Monty, I can.
Or second. Second is the one on the right.
Yeah, second's where Magic.
Yeah, so I like Monty at second because he doesn't need synergy with the first baseman.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think most of the time the shortstop covers second anyway. I mean, I don't know what happens in every situation. I can't really recall off the top of my head. But that would just mean the second baseman having synergy with the first baseman would be better. What's it called? I'm pretty sure this is... Who's in the field right now? I'm sorry. Sam? Yeah. I don't think Sam's short, like, infield has a lot of synergy. It really doesn't, actually.
That's kind of...
I mean, it's still working because it's still a really strong infield. Just like, you know, we've seen a lot of different infields develop in our day. Like, we get the classic Petey, King Boo, Birdo, Donkey Kong. That synergy mashup is nuts.
Yeah. I think you'll notice something about all of Sam's infielders that he chose is that his team has some synergy going on, but nothing in the infield because Magikuba has no friends. Wario is a fucking onion.
Hey, that's our first curse of the episode.
Oh,
good
geez.
on us. What's it? Oh, glitch bunt. that was a damn shame. Yeah, every once in a while when you bunt, you like lose control of one of your or whichever guy you were running with. I don't know exactly how it works, but you can just like lose control of any of your players, and it might take control of like someone that just like is irrelevant. It happens in the outfield sometimes too. It's just a programming error or something. I don't know.
Yeah, this is an extremely risky situation he's in right now with 3 basemen and Birdo coming up on 3 stars. That double play was incredibly important.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna miss with Donkey Kong. He jumped.
I didn't mean to jump.
Yeah, he jumped first, and I was thinking, oh boy, this is not good. He's trying to star hit with Diddy. We've definitely seen Diddy has a pretty decent star hit in the banana ball.
Yeah, definitely prefer using it with Diddy over Donkey because I think Donkey's a better batter.
Yeah, just overall for sure. But Diddy lately, I've been seeing him knock him out right to like that kind of area, which just like a lot of the left fielders don't have trouble getting there, except for Diddy. So.
Yeah, the thing with Diddy, though, is I feel a lot of people don't realize you can just pitch to the outside of Diddy, and then he has to hit the ball on the very left side. And if you have a good third baseman, you can, take it pretty easily. Which, in this case, Sam really does have a good third baseman in the form of...
Birdo.
Yeah, Birdo. So, honestly, I think Diddy being right-handed is very beneficial for him, because I think the left side of the infield is often weaker than the right side, but... I think in this case, I would rather have Diddy be batting from the left side.
Right. So like where Birdo's standing right now.
Yeah.
Is that not where he is?
No, he bats from the right side.
So he's a lefty.
Yeah.
Got it. There's star change. We're in the bottom of the 4th. We talked our way all the way to the bottom 4, without saying what inning it was. We haven't even cut to commercial yet. Don't worry, folks. We're not sponsored, so it's not happening.
And Sam's team is very star hungry, and he's only got 1 star right now.
Yeah, he just burned 2 with Birdo, missed completely. She didn't even get on bag. Wario with a total dud to DK. Wario, I really like him, but his batting's a little iffy.
Yeah.
I don't see home runs a lot. I honestly am curious about like a Wario captain. I think it might be viable because, like,
I mean, Onion Ball is
his
good half the time.
Yeah, it's a really good 50-50. But like when they miss it, boy,
yeah, that's like a triple.
Against and that's like just as good as Birdo. But then again, Birdo is almost 100%. But then again, the meta is more shaping against Birdo. It might be correct to pick at least try Wario and have 1 star power for Garlic Ball.
What makes you say that the meta is shifting out of Birdo?
No, that's not. If that's what I said, it's not what I meant. I mean that the meta is shifting in a place. Well, it always has been that just like Birdo and Yoshi, their egg ball, specifically Birdo, is just super dominant, and like we've kind of built our infields or discovered the best infields because of them. Like DK has his sliding catch where he can just like go grab the ball real quick, and if egg ball doesn't touch the ground, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
And any suckers can also suck in egg ball, and it's not a problem.
But you have to factor in the guys doing the egg balls are the suckers.
That's also true.
So right now, Sam has both the eggers. Chris has none of the suckers, but Sam has no star power.
Right. So he's found
He's
himself.
got no eggs.
He's got no eggs, if you will. Yeah. He's found himself in a weird position. Sam's got just a few characters that get. I mean, I think they're still fine without star power, but they get quite a bit worse.
Yeah, I think Birdo at bat is one of the worst characters I can think of with no star power.
Really?
At bat, at least.
I mean,
yeah.
We've seen her hit home runs.
Really?
Yeah, it's just like not as reliable, but we've seen it.
With Dixie Kong?
No, not with Dixie
I
Kong.
thought the same.
No, with Birdo. Yeah, no, Dixie's batting is in the gray, I think. I don't even know if she can in Mario Stadium. So, in Mario Stadium, the only legal stage because there's no hazards. And that's where synergy comes into play, folks. If Birdo did not have synergy with PD, I don't think that would have made it.
Another thing you were saying about Birdo getting home runs, because Sam does have Donkey Kong and Petey, it makes Birdo getting a home run a lot more likely if, say, Yoshi gets on base, or the rare occasions where Petey gets on base.
Right. Yeah, because we're still, like, kind of... See, that was that little outfield glitch that we talked about before. He kind of lost control of the correct character. But what was it that we were speaking of before? What were we just talking about? Get me back on track.
Synergy with Berto getting home run.
Right. Yeah. We haven't really. We don't exactly know how much stronger synergy can make a character. That's something that we're just slowly finding out. Gil says that Toad, that's why he knocked that home run out last week, because he had synergy on the base. I don't know if that's true. I don't know exactly what synergy does. Maybe a quick wiki search could do it for us, but even if it doesn't, like, I mean, it...
I really can't trust the wiki. Their Mario Baseball wiki's wrong sometimes.
Yeah, I talked about this last week. I literally edited it last week. There was just, like... Yeah. Information missing.
I think at this point we know more than anyone that's posted on the wiki. We've played more of this game than anyone I know.
Yeah, I mean, probably. I can't really think of anyone else, or at least as intense.
Because I mean, we saw that tier list. It was garbage.
Oh yeah, the IGN tier list. There you go.
And it's such a tight game with such good infielders. Bowser's gonna be the one to end that game.
Wait, who's in right field there? Let's see. Unless you know. It's Luigi, and he wasn't able to get there.
No, it was too high.
It was too high, too fast, yeah. Sometimes Luigi's a great counterpick to Bowser because he's a decent at bat and he has the super jump. Wall jump. Which, you know, it's good to just kind of knock that ball out of the air. It doesn't always catch it, but it'll block home run. Sliding, okay.
And you know,
wow.
I think
they took a long time to pick that ball.
That's why Bowser is so good, because he's by far the easiest character to get a straight home run with. And in game, I think most games we found out, like, all the best infielders, and there's enough good infielders that both players are probably going to have it so that you're not going to get runs batted in as often as Bowser's going to hit home runs. So he's like the main stalemate breaker in these super defensive games.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, for sure. I think that's totally fine.
I've seen more games than I can count that end in 1-0, and the one is Bowser.
Yeah, exactly. We've seen it. We see it like at least once a club meeting. Usually, it's just like that tight 1-0, and then Bowser got a homer in the like 4th inning or something, and then that was it the whole game. Because like just as a club, our defenses have just gotten stronger and stronger because they've, you know, obviously you adapt and survive. They've had to. Mm-hmm. So yeah, just like the defense becoming stronger. Either matches are just like so tight like this, and then Bowser can just crush one out to end it. Or sometimes you get those like, I've lost to people like 10-2 that like I usually beat, just because sometimes when they just start rallying, it's just hard to stop. Puts you on
the snowball effect.
The snowball, exactly. Puts you on tilt.
And you know, another thing about Bowser is that if you look at most, a lot of the top tier characters are just wannabe Bowsers with good synergies. Because they can't hit as good as Bowser, but at least they do something else.
Right. Who would you say the second best home run hitter is, in your opinion?
Honestly, I'm thinking Boomerang, bro.
That's what I think. Yeah. I think with the correct, like, finesse... I've said that twice this episode. I don't even like that word. I think with the correct strategy, or correct... If you know how to use PD Piranha, I think he's probably the second best home run hitter. Hold your fucking
Luigi
breath.
almost
Luigi
got
gets the whiff.
And then Boo hitting the... You know, Chris is known for his whack character home runs. Every time I talk anything about baseball, he goes, you know, I hit a home run with Goomba.
That's true. Anytime Goomba comes, and are we gonna see
this game is wide open
home run?
And you know, with no star power and PD Piranha being the only home run potential on Sam's team, I don't see him making this back.
I can still, and Bowser's up to bat too. Sam better pitch. You better pitch. I know you're right here.
Ooh, Yoshi in the mid outfield coming in.
Center field.
Whatever you call it. It was a genius play, and it happened 20 minutes ago. Not right now.
We got a star chance here. This could be big for Sam if he's able to pick up this star.
Using a star to get the star chance at a guy on bait, don't hate it at all.
On second?
Going to second,
Animal. and him,
thought deep
and he
was gonna be
loses
a
the
second.
star too. Oh,
You know, I
jeez.
think if you're using the star power, you know this has got to be the inning where you score the points. And if you're scoring points, you need to score 3. So really, having Magic Koopa on second doesn't matter. He's got to get home, or you lose the game. I'd keep him at first.
I mean, it's worth the shot. But then again, if he knows that Monty's on second and Chris can just throw to second, it's incorrect. Just like, but you know, you can.
Sam, you suck.
Yeah, you can just forget. I mean, what's it called? They only, for a long time, up until like the 5th or 6th inning, I think, they only had 2 hits apiece. They
Yeah,
finally.
3 apiece on like 7.
Wow, yeah, they finally busted it open. Chris has 7, and Sam has 4. So, finally, have we seen a no hitter before in club? Do you know?
A no hitter, I'm not sure, but a no runner, absolutely. I've seen like
Oh, that
quintuple
happens
overtime.
like all the time. Yeah.
Where they start new games because the game doesn't let you overtime that many innings.
Yeah,
I
you
went
can.
15 innings with Lionel once.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go to, for all who don't know, you can go to 12 innings and then it calls it a draw if you don't finish by then. So what we do is just repick our teams. And, like, it's a little, it's not a perfect science because it resets star points.
Mhm.
So, like, I guess it's kind of like a second chance, almost like a sudden death type. But it's, like, the best way that we found to do it because ties are, dumb.
Yeah, no, they're not ideal.
You know, Chris uses the star power there.
Is that a
If
catch?
I were him, I think I would have saved it for the pitching aspect because he's already 3 runs is almost insurmountable, especially when you could just like automatically confirm it out on one batter with 3 star hits or
Yeah,
star pitches.
honestly, I think that's your thing. Like you did that last week, and I never thought to do it. So,
Really?
like, yeah. No, it's not just like I never thought to do it. Star hits are usually so much more valuable on the bat. So this
Usually.
could be the last.
I think they're more valuable on the bat when the bat is valuable. But I think right now the difference between 3 and 4 when you're trying because if Sam gets 1 run, he's liable to get like 7 with this team because he doesn't have any home run hitters.
Yes.
As opposed to Chris's team, which is composed entirely of home run hitters. If he gets 1 run, it's probably just 1 run.
Right. Exactly. So the game ended as you were speaking.
Whatever, dude. I'm dropping.
Chris
baseball.
threw-
Let's get the interview.
Yeah, dude. Chris threw his last, his only changeup of the entire game
Wow.
as the last pitch.
I didn't catch that. That's pretty good.
That's really good.
You know the changeups. They're once you don't know how to hit them, they get some free wins.
And and what's it called?
I
Just
don't
like,
know, it
I mean, taking advantage of our setup as well is like, you know, it's fine. We can't hear it. Usually the changeup makes a noise, but you can't really hear it because we have the sound off. So Chris cheated. Sam win. No, I'm just kidding. Let's get an interview with the winner, shall we, Chris?
1 changeup worth 3 runs. I'll buy it.
Chris, man,
Hey,
congratulations.
hop up on the bed.
Yes, hop up. Congratulations on the big win, your first one of the season. How do you feel?
Oh, I feel fantastic.
Yeah?
I feel fantastic.
That's great.
It's great to be back. I haven't played baseball in a little bit, so it's
Yeah,
great to be
busy
back at the start of the
semester.
season. Yes.
Yeah. It's great. I feel baseball's just a great way to blow off steam.
Oh, certainly.
In my humble opinion. Yeah. So how did it feel playing against Sam? I see there was no score until the top of the 7th. How did it feel just going back and forth like that? You guys had like 2 hits apiece at that point.
Well, yeah, leading up into the 7th inning or 6th or 7th inning, it was definitely a back and forth game where we were down 3, up 3, and Sam was doing an excellent job pitching against me. I was jamming a lot of balls and hitting them, popping them up to any of the infielders or hitting them right to Magic Koopa, as you guys were talking about in your analysis throughout the game. So it was nice to get to catch some of those pitches and nail them with Bowser and Boomerang Bro and Boo. But overall, I was just trying to make contact as much as possible. But Sam did a pretty good job limiting me.
Right. Yeah. So what about who had DK?
I did.
He did.
Yeah. So that one part where you got that double play,
Right.
when Sam had bases loaded,
Right.
if you didn't get that, this game could have still been going.
Oh, certainly.
Because
No doubt.
I think that would have put in at least 1. And once you start rallying, especially if you didn't have those 2 outs, with all those guys on base,
And he had star power.
forget it. And he had star power at that point too. I think you're right. That was just, it's just weird to think about sometimes those really small like the end of one inning changed the whole course of this game.
Right.
It could have been a tie. It could have still been going. Sam could have rallied and won and got 4 instead of over your 3.
Right.
But you made that that clean double play with DK, which was, as we're seeing, very clutch for your game. You know, we could talk about hypotheticals all day, I suppose, but very clutch for your game. All right. Any other comments, Chris?
No, I think we're all set. Thank you.
Think that's
Thank
it?
you.
All
Yes.
right. Thank you.
All right, and I'd love to interview Sam.
Sure.
Can't wait.
Step up to the booth, Samuel.
All right. So, Sam, the first question I'd like to ask you is: you
Right.
pick Birdo, you pick Magikoopa, you pick Yoshi. None of them are at shortstop. What's going on?
Alright, so here's my thing, right? What I was thinking is, alright, I'll pick up the fielders because I'm not too confident with power hitters. I didn't prioritize them as much because
Yeah, just Petey because he has synergy with Birdo, right?
yeah, that's basically, and I did that basically because my batting is weak on pretty much. I don't get a lot of hits, so I can't rely on the home run hitters to get me there. I wanted to prioritize getting good fielders. I know none of them were on shortstop because I did want to save a spot for either DK or Wario at the time.
Yeah.
At the time, even if
You got nowhere else to put him.
yeah, exactly. So, and it made some weird things for my team, but I figured it would work out as long as I have a good infield. Like putting the Birdo on third was good for me because what I usually do is I usually have Monty on third, which he straight up stole
scooped
from me.
early.
Yeah,
Chris loves Monty.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I usually have him because he's reliable for, just getting to first, whether it's a throw or him running to it. So I decided to put Birdo there instead, since the ball would still get there as fast as Monty would, as Monty would get there, because the Birdo PD synergy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And the Lakitu, I had to put him on second for a suck in the middle, and the Yoshi put him in the center field because the center field is really wide, and I feel like his suck covers a lot of area, and he's really fast
any
too.
pop flies, Yoshi's gonna get there.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I put him there. That's basically what I was thinking of. That based on my thoughts when it came to the pick.
Yeah, I think it's a sound play. So if I recall, you had Birdo on third and Petey on first, right?
Yeah.
So do you think do you have the synergy there so that third can throw to first?
Yes, that's what I think.
All right.
Yeah, as I said, because I needed a reliable way to get from third to first pretty fast.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have any further comments?
I mean, no. Other than that, me and Chris played a pretty good game.
Yeah, it was a great game.
Yeah, I loved it.
It was tight. It was
Yeah.
like Bowser.
Tied to a Bowser.
Oh yeah. So let me ask, do you think, in hindsight, do you think you would have walked Bowser?
I guess in hindsight I should have. I'm not used from the club. I think. What I was thinking, he didn't have any pitch. He didn't have anyone on. He didn't have anyone on
It's
base.
empty base.
Yeah,
Yeah,
empty
yeah.
base. I didn't think even if I gave up one run, I felt like I could
Get back.
get back.
You feel
yeah.
like your team could get one run without star power?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, it's looking pretty bleak. I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty bleak, but I felt like in a situation like that, I felt like, I don't know, fight or flight with kicking or something, and I'd be
Yeah.
able to raise my level of play. But yeah, it didn't happen. I feel like I should have walked. In hindsight, I probably definitely should have walked them.
Yeah.
I have a statement. I don't know. Real quick. I don't know if we did this in our other video on our other channel, if we were talking about it, but didn't you say that you are really bad under pressure? And
That
you
is
do
true.
worse in
Yeah.
video games?
I am very.
Your
yeah.
fight or flight idea you just came up with is dog shit.
Yeah.
Forget about
Hey,
it.
shut your mouth. Okay.
I'm trying to help you see something about yourself.
Yeah, no, I'm trying. I was gonna let me address that bullshit. All right. So I know I'm bad. I'm bad under pressure, but you figured you raise something when you're under some sort of pressure. I don't know, but I definitely was hoping something would kick in. I'll go. I don't know. Bring the KO Ken. Go Super Saiyan. Do something. But yeah, I was definitely hoping for something to happen for me afterwards. But so
Yeah, man.
yeah, that's really all I have to say about that.
All right, cool. That was a great further comment. You really blew Chris's further comment out. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for this game of baseball. We'll see you in the next one, all right? Take it easy.